Are you tired of feeling like your hard earned cash slips through your fingers faster than you can say savings? Well, you're in for a treat because today we're about to unlock the ultimate secret to turbocharging your savings game. Welcome to the Finance Virtuoso Channel, where we talk about all things finance. If you're seeking a daily dose of valuable information on money, business, investments, and savings, be sure to click the notification bell and hit the subscribe button now. Today, we're diving deep into a game-changing principle that's going to turn your financial life around. We're talking about the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto Principle. And nope, it's not just some fancy theory reserved for economists and mathematicians. It's your secret weapon for achieving fast savings without sacrificing your lifestyle. So, if you've ever wondered how to save more money with less effort, stick around, because you're about to discover how to identify the 20% that matters most and make it work like magic in your financial life. Let's dive right in. Understanding the 80-20 rule. So, what exactly is the 80-20 rule? It's a concept that suggests that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. In other words, a small portion of your actions tends to yield the most significant outcomes. To put it in perspective, think about your wardrobe. How often do you find yourself wearing just 20% of your clothes while the remaining 80% gather dust in the closet? The same concept is relevant to your finances. Many people spend a lot of time micromanaging every aspect of their finances, but they might not realize that a small fraction of their financial decisions can have the most impact on their savings. Applying the 80-20 rule to personal finance. To make this concept clearer, let's consider a couple of examples. Example 1. Cutting discretionary spending. Imagine that you've been keeping track of your monthly expenses, and you notice that 20% of your spending categories account for 80% of your discretionary expenses. These could be things like dining out, entertainment, or impulse purchases. By identifying and trimming down on these major contributors to your spending, you can save a substantial chunk of your income without drastically altering your lifestyle. Example number 2. Optimizing investments. Now let's talk about investments. It's possible that 20% of your investments generate 80% of your returns. This might be the case if you have a diversified portfolio and some assets outperform the rest. By reallocating your investments to focus more on those top performing assets, you can potentially increase your overall returns without taking on more risks. So, as you can see, the 80-20 rule isn't just a theory. It has practical applications in personal finance. By identifying the 20% that matters most in your financial life, you can achieve fast savings with targeted efforts. Practical steps to apply the 80-20 rule for fast savings. So, how can you apply the 80-20 rule to your own financial journey? Let's break it down. Starting with step 1. Identify the 20% that matters most. The first step is to identify the 20% of your financial actions or decisions that have the most significant impact on your savings. This could include major expenses. Identify the big ticket items that eat up a significant portion of your budget. High interest debt. Focus on paying down high interest debts, like credit card balances, which can be a huge drain on your finances. Top performing investments. In your investment portfolio, pinpoint the assets that consistently outperform the others. By identifying these key areas, you can direct your efforts and resources where they'll make the most difference. Step 2. Prioritize and optimize. Once you've identified the 20% that matters most, it's time to prioritize and optimize. Here's how. Budgeting. Allocate more of your budget to the areas that align with your financial goals. For example, if saving for retirement is a priority, allocate more funds to your retirement accounts. Debt reduction. Make a plan to aggressively pay down high interest debts, as this can free up more money for savings. Investment strategy. Consider reallocating your investments to give more weight to the top performing assets, potentially increasing your returns. The key here is to focus your resources and energy on these critical areas to maximize your savings. Step 3. Automate where possible. To make the process smoother and more sustainable, consider automating your savings and investments. Set up automatic transfers to your savings account or retirement fund. By automating, you ensure that the 20% that matters most is consistently addressed without requiring constant effort. This not only simplifies your financial life, but also takes advantage of the power of consistency. Step 4. Monitor progress and adjust. Finally, it's essential to regularly monitor your progress. Keep an eye on how these changes are affecting your savings and overall financial health. If necessary, be willing to adjust your strategies. What works today may need tweaking tomorrow. Remember, personal finance is dynamic, and your financial goals may change over time. Be adaptable and open to fine-tuning your approach. Now, let's dive into real-life case studies to see how individuals have successfully applied this principle to their financial journeys. Case study number 1. Cutting discretionary spending. Our first case study features Lily, a young professional who was struggling to save money while juggling various expenses. Lily decided to apply the 80-20 rule to her discretionary spending. She used a budgeting app to track her monthly expenses and found out that 20% of her spending categories, such as dining out and subscription services, accounted for a staggering 80% of her discretionary expenses. She was shocked to see how much money she was wasting on things she didn't really need or enjoy. Lily made a conscious choice to cut back on those areas. She cooked more at home, canceled unused subscriptions, and found affordable alternatives for entertainment. She also set up automatic transfers to her savings account every month, so she wouldn't be tempted to spend the money. As a result, within a few months, Lily noticed a significant increase in her savings rate. She was able to save over $500 per month, which amounted to $6,000 per year. She used some of the money to pay off her student loans and invested the rest in a high-interest savings account. The 80-20 rule had helped her identify the most impactful areas to cut back on, without sacrificing her lifestyle. Case Study 2. Optimizing Investments. Our second case study features William, an investor with a diversified portfolio. William applied the 80-20 rule to his investments. He used an online platform to analyze his portfolio performance and realized that 20% of his investments consistently outperformed the rest and contributed to 80% of his overall returns. These were mainly index funds that track the performance of the stock market. William decided to rebalance his portfolio, allocating more resources to those top-performing assets. He also reduced his fees by switching to low-cost providers and automated his investments through regular deposits. This strategic move resulted in higher returns and a more efficient investment strategy, all thanks to the 80-20 rule. These case studies illustrate how the 80-20 rule can be a game changer in your personal finance journey. Whether it's cutting expenses or optimizing investments, identifying and focusing on the 20% that matters most can lead to remarkable savings. As we wrap up today's video, I hope you've gained valuable insights into how this principle can transform your financial journey. Now it's your turn. Identify the 20% in your financial life. Set clear savings goals, and start implementing the 80-20 rule to achieve fast savings. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to the Finance Virtuoso Channel for more valuable financial tips and insights. Let's talk more below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.